Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. This week we are going to be testing out a full face of Glossier makeup. Now I've actually never used Glossier makeup. Up until this video I decided now is the perfect time. The sun is starting to shine a little bit. I'm trying to wear a little bit less makeup just because my skin is getting crazy at the minute, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate just because of stress, honestly. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha and I make makeup review videos. If that's something you enjoy, make sure you subscribe and also follow me on Instagram. And if you want to see how I got on with the Glossier full face of makeup, then make sure to keep on watching. Okay, ladies and gents, I have here a bag full of Glossier makeup that we're going to be testing out today. I potentially bought enough for a full face, however, the things that I don't have I'll either substitute or I'll just kind of go without depending on what it is. I believe Glossier as a brand, from what I've seen, is kind of like a no makeup kind of brand. Some would potentially say, what's the point in doing that? You may as well just go without. However, I would argue, look at my face, this is why you don't go without. I don't actually know any physical stores in the UK that stock Glossier. If there are any places, please do let me know. I have here the Perfecting Skin Tint in shade G7. I picked this off the website, however I'm a little bit worried that it's not kind of gonna go with what's going on here, because I did actually pick this shade from their shade chart. They have a selection of different skin tones and then you can go through and kind of pick which face kind of looks like your face. This sounds very watery. I'm used to like proper full coverage foundations, so let's see what is going on with this. I normally just dot it all over my skin with a cotton bud just because 9 times out of 10 I have to mix my foundation each day. My skin is never the same. However, I am going to eat my words about that shade match. It does look relatively similar to my skin right now. I'm using a stippling brush to blend in my foundation the way I would normally do. Okay, so I've applied that skin tint now. I'm looking at my face in the mirror in front of me, and to be honest, I feel like that skin tint has almost completely vanished onto my face. In its defense though, it has given my skin a really nice glow, and it's also evened out the skin tone in certain areas on my face where I'm used to having discoloration. I can't remember if I mentioned, but this actually retails for £20 and there are quite a few different shades of that, which I think are really great. This is something that I would probably use quite a lot in the summer. However, if you were looking for like a cheaper alternative, maybe just try like mixing some of your foundation that you would normally use with some moisturizer just to kind of like sheer it out and apply it on your skin and basically make like your own CC cream or like BB cream. And essentially you're just making your own kind of like tinted moisturizer. To be honest, that's really what this kind of is. So next up we have the Stretch Concealer in shade G9. This actually retails for £15 and on the website there are loads of different shades that match up to the skin tint. Just going to go in now and apply this to the problem areas of my face. Isn't it so satisfactory when a concealer is literally like perfect on the top? Oh, I love it. I don't really know how this is going to work with my nails. Oh, okay, if I use this one it should be fine. So this feels really creamy in consistency. It looks quite full coverage, which is a little bit bizarre, but I'm just going to go in and tap it onto the areas where I feel like I need it on my face. And then I'm actually going to apply this with my finger. I feel like concealers always blend a lot better with your finger just because it melts the product into your skin a bit more. Just going to pop a couple of layers on because I'm very conscious of my under eye circles today. I don't know what it is, like at the minute, does anyone else find it whilst they're in lockdown that they're having like the most wild dreams in the world? It's so bizarre. The main dream that I keep having is that all my teeth keep falling out, but they're not like falling out, they're kind of on a string and they're just hanging out of my mouth and like banging on my chin. It's so odd. This is where no one else is having the same thing and I'm literally on my own with my weird swinging teeth dreams. Just popping a bit of that on the bridge of my nose and blending it up into my forehead as well, just to give it a little bit of a brighter look. Okay, so I've applied that in all the areas that I feel it's necessary, and to be honest, I'm looking at my skin and I'm actually really liking these two products together. I know that's such a contradiction to the way that I was speaking about like 5 minutes ago, but I mean, when you don't feel confident about your skin and you are wearing no makeup, having just something on your skin to make you kind of look a little bit more alive and feel a little bit better, I could kind of see myself wearing this quite regularly, you know? Also, the skin tint has dried down quite nicely. Like, it's left a dewy feel, but it's not too shiny. Just with those two products on my skin as well, even though they're really sheer and kind of like a very light coverage, they're still covering everything that they need to. And I'm a little bit shocked by that. So next up, we're going to go in with this product called the Haloscope. This is a dew effect highlighter in the shade Topaz, and this retails for £18. Can you twist this? Is this a duo? Am I going to break this? What's this bottom thing for? Can you not twist it? Is this all the product you get? Shut up. That's not true. No, because you have to be able to open this bottom bit. There's absolutely no way that's all the product. Have I just broken this? Is this how you twist it? Oh, okay. You did. What just happened then? I think I just had a magic moment. So yeah, you can twist it from the bottom. This is what the product's actually looking like. It's effectively like a balm, but it also has this like white thing in the middle, and I'm not really sure what that's about. I'm just gonna touch the top bit of it. Okay, it is part of the product, but it's beyond me as to what it does. I'm just gonna go in now and tap it onto the areas of my skin where I would apply highlighter. Okay, so actually after testing out that product, I was, like I said, a bit worried that it was going to move the makeup that was underneath it. However, I found it didn't really do that. It's left quite a nice dewy kind of glow to my skin, which I'm really enjoying. But if you are worried about it moving the makeup around underneath, I would maybe suggest kind of like rubbing your finger across the top of the product and then blending it in with your fingers just by tapping it down. Also as well, that will make it so that the product's not such an intense colour, and because it is so creamy and smooth, you aren't going to have any problems with it blending into your skin. Oh, also, this is what my skin is looking like up close. There's a little bit of creasing underneath my eye here, but it's a lot less than what I would normally have. So next up, we're going to be doing my favourite bit of doing my makeup, which is my brows. I have here the Brow Flick in shade Black. This actually retails for £15, but what I'm the most curious about is the applicator. So as you can see, it looks exactly like a liquid eyeliner would look. I'm really pumped about this because I've seen a lot of hype about this product in particular, as well as the Boy Brow, which is something I'll be showing you a little bit later on. These are my natural brows with nothing on them. They are quite thick, relatively full. There's just a couple of places that I tend to fill in when I do my brows, like at the front, and a little bit of like patchiness towards the end. I have been on the lookout for a product that potentially is kind of like natural enough just for me to draw a couple of strokes in without kind of over filling them in, if that makes sense, because I use like brow pencils and stuff, and once you've kind of made the wrong move with that, there's no going back. They are like a block and that's it. So I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit so that you can see my brows. So as you can see, my brows are looking a little bit thicker and slightly darker as well. Whilst I was going through my brows with that product, I found that the formula for it was quite light. Definitely a product that you need to build up whilst you're using it. Also, I wasn't really sure about the felt tip nib just because it was a little bit too bendy for my liking. I didn't feel like I had enough control over where it was going, what it was doing. It was just kind of like, that's literally the only way I can describe it. There are no words to describe it other than. So we're now going to finish off my brows with the infamous Boy Brow product. This is basically like a brow gel in the shade brown. There was a lot of B's in that sentence. This retails for £14, and I'm just going to zoom you back in like we were before, just so that you've got the full frontal view of what is going on with this product. So I've just filled in my brows, and as you can see, they're looking really chunky, like a lot more chunky than I was expecting. I didn't really feel like that was actually doing anything until I zoomed out my camera and then really looked at my brows in the mirror. I was like, they're looking pretty thick. The applicator brush for this product is really cute and tiny. Like, I love that. I think it's great because it means you have a bit more control over where the product is going. I decided to go for the brown shade rather than the black shade just because I didn't want my brows to look too intense, and I'm so glad that I did that because of the way that they look now. If they were any darker than they actually are, I wouldn't want to use this product. After using both of the brow products, I think I would maybe in the future, if I was ever going to repurchase, I would only get the Boy Brow just because I feel that made more of a difference to my brows than the Brow Flick did. Now to finish off this look, we have the last product. This is the lip gloss in shade Holographic. This retails for £11, and there are 3 different shades of this, and I am so glad that I got this one because look how stunning this lip gloss is. It's so pretty. Look at the flecks of colour that go through that. Got the normal doe foot applicator. What? That's so weird. No way. I'm shook. First of all, this is a really cute colour. When you look at it in the tube, it looks kind of like a greeny, yellowy, very, very light hue of pink there, but when you actually put it onto your lips, it goes like pink. It's really bizarre. Just while I'm talking, the formula is kind of sticky, but I absolutely love the shine and the glisten that it gives my lips. Like, they look like glass. If you are somebody that maybe collects like lip glosses and things like that, this is definitely one that I think would be nice to add to your collection. So in conclusion, after using that makeup, I was really pleasantly surprised by Glossier makeup. Like, I was not expecting to like it as much as I actually do, just because I'm such a fan of full coverage, like really heavy beats and all that. I've never really had the chance to experience the no makeup look in this kind of form, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's something that I could potentially get on board with on a more regular basis, especially because at the moment, as you guys know, my skin is not looking the best it's ever looked. Also something that I would potentially look to do in the summer a little bit, say if we're gonna go out and do a couple of bits and pieces rather than just sunbathing. Sometimes you just need that to feel a little bit better and look a little bit more alive. The only thing that I am a little bit kind of on the fence about is the pricing of these products. They are kind of a little bit more on the expensive side, but in a way you get what you pay for with these products, and some of them I do think are worth the money. But I did really enjoy these Glossier products, and if you give them a go, please let me know in the comments. So that is it for this week's video, a full face of Glossier makeup. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. All of the products that I've shown you today will be linked in the description below for you in case you want to check any of them out. And if you haven't already, go over and follow me on Instagram, as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on anything new. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time for another video. Bye!